Hey everybody, how did your day go today? Was there frustration and stress, and did you get angry about anything? More importantly than what happened is how did you react to it? Life isn't about controlling it down to the nth degree. It's about how you react. And the point is to stay within peace of mind. Having your peace of mind disturbed is actually the worst thing that can happen, even worse than anything befalling you that you're wondering why it's happening to you. There's a word in Cree, in my indigenous language, and it's kiam. And I've had a t-shirt made with that word on it, and I've had stickers put all over my computer, and it's Kiyam, Kiyam. And what that means is let it go. Just let it go and don't let it take you out of your peaceful mind and put you into any stress and anything that is not life-giving, which is, of course, stress, anger, and frustration. There's a poem I used to say, two prisoners looked out through the bars. One saw the mud and one saw the stars. So, two people will see the same situation differently. Take sitting in traffic, for example. Who hasn't done that in rush hour? Well, I used to get really, really frustrated. And usually it was because I was late already. I used to have this thing about being late. I would never leave on time. So, of course, when I got stuck in traffic, I would be absolutely irate. And yeah, losing probably some minutes and seconds of my life just being in stress. So, people in traffic, stuck in traffic, one person may be very angry and just want to yell at all those people and get into road rage. And another person might just take that time to sit and not move and listen to a podcast and just say, Kiam, it is what it is. And I'll get there when I need to. Is the world going to implode if I don't get there on time? You know, we put such stresses on ourselves thinking that, yeah, the world is going to explode or, something horrible is going to happen if I am late or if I don't do this or I don't do that. Well, there are some things that you should do, but keep your peace of mind. And when things happen, just stop and say Kiam and just say, is this going to matter in a week, in a year? Is this worth getting so angry and frustrated over? 99% of the time, it's absolutely not worth the energy drain. It's literally, those emotions are draining your energetic battery, just as high vibrational emotions charge it. Frustration, anger, and all of those kind of reactions are just life draining. So, as much as possible, stay in the state of peace and regulate yourself. There is a part of the brain called the amygdala. And I was saying it wrong. I was saying amygdala, but it's amygdala. And it's the part of the brain that is responsible for the emotions of stress and frustration and anger. So It's a powerful part of the brain, but even more powerful than that part of the brain is your higher self. You can override that part of the brain by saying Kiyam and letting it go, by practicing it, by not reacting right away. You know, that old adage of count to 10 first before you bite somebody's head off. Well, it's good advice for a reason. And sometimes we hear these old things that our mothers used to say to us, but they're very, very true. And in this case, take 10 seconds, take a deep breath, and shift. Shift the way that you're looking at it. And can you change anything in this red hot moment? No. So just go with the flow and stay calm. Stay calm and use that time to say good things to yourself, to say this little break is good for me. I'm going to be easy on myself and not get frustrated. It is what it is, and I'll take the time that it takes to get wherever I'm going or do whatever I'm supposed to be doing or that I want to be doing. And then you are controlling life. You are controlling your reaction to it, and life isn't controlling you. As I've said, the reality that we experience with our sight, with our five senses, is actually very, very malleable, and it begins with our mind. And I've talked to you about the state that we're in. The universe responds to that state. So if you're always frustrated, angry, and mad at something, then that is what you're going to get. That's what the universe will dish out to you, because it all begins with our mind and with our thoughts. If you are staying in calmness, in non-reactive, just in total perfect homeostasis, not veering one way or the other, just calmly riding that wave that we call life, that is so much more life-giving. It's really the way to go. Kiyam is the way to go. And you know, this calm, non-reactive state of mind is going to, cultivating this calmness, non-reactive, neutral mind is going to become more and more important as we move into the future. I had an elder, and his name was Bill Wildman, and he would say that the world is going to get faster and faster, and some people are just going to spin right out of control. They won't be able to handle the speed and the sheer amount of things that are happening if they're taking it all in and reacting to it. So cultivate right now that that iron, that ironclad calmness, that you will not let anything disrupt your peace, and practice it. And that is the way to move into the future. It will preserve your health. It will improve your life, and the universe will respond to you being a Kiyam person by not reacting to everything. Go on, observe, as I've said, and just look at the situation. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Say, okay, universe, what is going on here? What am I supposed to learn about this? Am I supposed to sit in traffic today and practice Kiyam and just not react and be happy? There was a woman, an older woman, who was just always in gratitude and had cultivated her positive mind. And at one point, she had to move from her nice home into a senior's home, into one room. And I asked her, what are you going to think of your new room? It's going to be a bit of an adjustment for you because you'll be going into a lot smaller space. And she just said, "Oh, Diane, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it." And I said to her, "How do you know you're going to love it? You haven't even seen it." And she just said, "That's my secret. No matter what that room looks like, I'm going to love it." And that's how she lived her life. I love hanging out with older people and elders. There's so much wisdom there, so much to take away. So before I leave you, I've written down 5 steps to cultivate your peace and your calm and your Kiam approach to life. And these are them. Number 1, shift your perspective whenever you feel that you're being squeezed or that you're being tapped on to react. Just change your perspective and again say, what am I supposed to learn? Not, why is this happening to me? This always happens to me. Why? Don't go into that frustration. And pause and observe. Take that deep breath. Give yourself some time. Step back. And it's just like you're observing the situation. And you're letting it happen. And you're not responding in anger, frustration, or any negativity. Detach. That goes along with observing. Just, it doesn't have any effect on you. Just detach from it. It's easy to do if you practice. Yesterday I talked about detaching from a manifestation that you are working on. Let it go. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, that's fine too. This is happening. I guess I'll just go with the flow and see where this takes me as I stay in my calm and neutral Kiam state of mind. Respond. Will this matter in a week, a month, a year? 99% of the time, it won't. And it's just that amygdala, just doing its thing and piling on the emotions into the moment, into your brain, and making you react. You can override that with your higher self. And gratitude, of course. Gratitude plays such a big role in anything that we do. So look at what's going right in your life, not what's going wrong. Once more, life isn't about controlling it. It's about controlling how you respond to it. So let me know, drop a comment, and let me know about some kind of situation that you were in that you were able to stay neutral and stay calm. You're practicing growing that muscle, your Kiam muscle, instead of letting the amygdala run roughshod over your life. I'd love to hear what's happening for you as you gain mastery, as you stop controlling life and gain self-mastery about how you respond to things. If you liked any of this content, please like and subscribe. I'd love it if you did. I want to keep, this is the high point of my day talking to you. So I hope I can continue doing it. I will continue doing it. I feel like it's part of what I'm meant to do. So thank you for listening. Kinan Skomatin. Hi, and we'll see you in the next video.